The Delhi Lieutenant Governor, has written. Delhi Lieutenant Governor has written to the Chief Minister of Delhi, Arvind Kejriwal. We have a letter. We're just opening that letter right now, and this is the letter written by the Delhi Lieutenant Governor. I'm staying with this picture. This is the letter. I'm going to read out from this letter. If you can just zoom out this letter for a little bit. If you zoom out this letter. This is the letter that has been written by the Delhi Lieutenant Governor. I'm going to read out from it. It says, Shri Arvind Kejriwal ji, it's been observed that in recent months a significant number of proposals has been submitted by your office for my approval or for my opinion under Article 239 of the Constitution. With the remarks, Honorable CM has seen and approved the proposal without specifying any grounds of urgency warranting a communication. In this regard, attention is drawn to the para 7.11 of the Manual of Office Procedure, which provides that in the rare and urgent cases, when minister is on tour or is sick and his approval has to be taken on telephone, the decision of the minister shall be conveyed by his or her private secretary in writing. In such cases, confirmation shall be obtained on file when the minister returns to headquarters or rejoins. In the view of the above, the current practice of submission of files on a routine basis under the signatures of your officials needs to be discouraged or avoided in the absence of your signature. It is not clear whether the proposal has been seen and approved by you or not. Further, on receipt of files at the level of the Joint or Additional Secretary from your office, LG Secretariat is also constrained to communicate my decision at the level of officials. So, the LG is saying that Kejriwal must see the files, must sign off on the files, adding that therefore in the interest of smooth and effective governance, it may be ensured that proposals which are submitted by your office for my opinion or approval, as the case may be, should be duly signed by your good self. I would also like to suggest that your office may consider introducing the e-office system at the earliest so as to enable seamless movement of files. This is after the liquor scam. Let me go across to Piyush, also joining us on the broadcast. Piyush, if you can hear me. Basically the Delhi Lieutenant Governor is asking Kejriwal to sign the files. He's basically asking him to sign the files, right?
Yes, absolutely. And this letter has been written to Chief Minister of Delhi by LG Vinay Saxena because in recent days it has been observed that the Chief Minister's office sends messages or files to LG office without even signing that, and that is why this note has been written by LG office to Delhi Chief Minister asking him to sign the file first and then send it to LG office. In fact, LG office in a note, I am going to quote from that note. Very important point which I am quoting, Niranjan, is that in not signing the files, Arvind Kejriwal's endeavour is obviously to find an alibi for himself in the case of any controversy, which means somewhere LG office is suggesting that if you do not sign the file, then if there is any kind of controversy takes place, you will withdraw or you will take back your steps. And that has been shown. The flip side of the Kejriwal rule government has also been shown. In fact, the note further adds on Niranjan is that the flip side also being that even as he claims innocence, his ministers and officers are thrown to the wolves, be it the case of his first secretary Rajendra Kumar, Satyendrajan, or in the latest instance Manish Sisodia. There are examples for all to see. So LG somebody is suggesting that you do not sign the file, and when some controversy happens, then you take back your steps. Very big allegation being levelled by LG on Arvind Kejriwal that we have always seen the flip side coming in. In fact, this is coming in because of the kind of massive liquor policy controversy going on in Delhi. Niranjan, remember that the then Anil Bajal was also become victim of the kind of allegations that are being levelled by Aam Aadmi Party government, because Aam Aadmi Party believes that it was the then LG Anil Bajal who had signed the liquor policy, and only after his nod, the government of Delhi had moved with the new liquor policy. But a couple of days back, Anil Bajal had come out with a statement saying that I was not concerned. The allegations those are being levelled on me are bogus. This is what with Anil Bajal had come out. So now Vinay Saxena sending out a clear message to Arvind Kejriwal to sign the files first and then only send it to LG office. We'll have to wait and watch how the Aam Aadmi Party government or the members or the top leaders are going to respond to this note which has now been written by LG Vinay Saxena to Delhi Chief Minister Arvind Kejriwal.
Well, this is a letter basically written by the Lieutenant Governor of Delhi to Arvind Kejriwal, and this is a fallout. It's a fallout of Liquorgate. It's a direct fallout of Liquorgate because the LG has basically said that you can't just keep sending files and get the officials to sign it, and you can't not see these files, saying that current practice of submission of files on a routine basis under signatures of your officials needs to be discouraged or avoided, as in the absence of your signature, it is not clear whether the proposal has been seen and approved by you or not. And then the Delhi Lieutenant Governor is also telling Arvind Kejriwal that it may be ensured that proposals which are submitted by your office for my opinion or approval, as the case may be, should be duly signed by your good self. So the Delhi Lieutenant Governor asking Arvind Kejriwal to sign the files. That's the big breaking news update. Going back, let's try and get some reactions to this as well. Piyush, this has obviously come on the back of the liquor scam, isn't it? Piyush.
Well, yes, absolutely, Niranjan, and a big allegation now, big point being made by LG Vinay Saxena, where he is now asking Delhi Chief Minister to sign the files and then only send it to LG office. I'm also quoting very important point where LG in his letter has mentioned, and I'm quoting from the point number 4. Niranjan, he says that in the interest of smooth and effective governance, it may be ensured that proposals which are submitted by your office for my opinion or approval, as the case may be, should be duly signed by your good self, which means he's asking Arvind Kejriwal to sign that particular proposal or the file. I would also like to suggest that your office may consider introducing the e-office system at the earliest, so as to enable seamless movement of files. He is also suggesting to Arvind Kejriwal that if you are not able to sign the files, then you can do e-signature, and then that would be more feasible, more easy for the job to take place. But a very big point which is now we are right now picking is that LG Vinay Saxena is now asking Delhi Chief Minister Arvind Kejriwal to sign the files first and then only send it to LG office. Why it is happening? Because we are also getting the information that the sources in LG office are telling us that flip side has been seen, has been observed by LG office. That was in the case of Rajendra Kumar, that was in the case of Satyendra Jain, and also in the case of Manish Sisodia, and that is why we have seen how this time LG Vinay Saxena is categorically pointing out one important aspect, is that you have to sign the files first and then send it to office for the approval of LG office. We'll have to wait and watch how it is going to further ensue, but once again we are seeing how the LG office and Delhi Chief Minister's office are coming at loggerheads. We have seen how in the recent days Aam Aadmi Party coming out with serious allegations. In fact, they had leveled a very big allegation on the then LG Anil Baijal, claiming that he was the one with whom not the Delhi excise policy had been implemented in Delhi, to which Anil Baijal had categorically rejected that particular claim. In fact, he had also issued a press release saying that no such approval was taken from him. We'll have to wait and watch how it is going to further escalate, but we can expect a word coming in from Aam Aadmi Party on this big note, which is now being sent by LG Vinay Saxena to Chief Minister Arvind Kejriwal.
Okay, I'm getting some breaking news now. Getting in some breaking news now from Hyderabad. Let's